Some might call it a hostile takeover, and it's coming to CNN. That's right, folks. It looks like Warner Brothers Discovery will be purchased by Paramount Skydance, the Ellisons, who are best buddies, best amigos with the Orange Man. Does it make sad the viewers of CNN? You betcha. But what if we told you there's another cable news channel that should fear this even more? And it's MSNBC. I mean MSNOW. Hello, folks. Welcome back to the Pro Channel. It is a pleasure, as always. Happy Turkey Day Eve. Unless you're a turkey out there, in which case, well, we apologize for reality. Folks, click the like button. Drop a comment down below. Let us know your thoughts on the takeover that appears to be on the way, imminent now, of CNN. We'll tell you how Paramount Skydance got the win and how we saw it coming all along. Well, folks, we've got one. It's a big one. And it could be the end of CNN as you know it. Marvin Montanaro, who's that, is the author of this one out of That Park Place, the website that you should be bookmarked to on your browser. Paramount bid surges ahead as CNN becomes the unexpected prize in the WBD Discovery War. After MSNBC created themselves with the MSNOW rebrand, the idea that CNN would become a friend to centrism, that's centrist ideas and fair reporting. Folks, do you know who would be in charge of CNN if Paramount Skydance gets them?
I know.
I know. I wrote the article.
Who is it?
Barry
who, Marvin?
Barry Weiss.
Obama. No, that's who used to run.
No.
Barry Weiss.
That's right. When the bidding battle for Warner Brothers Discovery kicked off this week, very few expected CNN to become an asset dominating the conversation, but here we are. And according to industry insiders speaking with the New York Post, Paramount Skydance is suddenly the frontrunner to acquire Warner Brothers, and CNN is the surprising reason why. But if you've been paying attention to this channel, you had a feeling this was coming. At first glance, that seems counterintuitive. CNN's ratings have cratered for years. Its reputation has declined sharply among half the country. And most Americans interact with it only in airport terminals. Yet the Ellison family, Larry and David, reportedly see the struggling network as a business worth not only keeping, but expanding. They see CNN, warts and all, as a very profitable business worth saving, says the New York Post. That one sentence from Charlie Gasparino captures the core dynamic driving the deal. Paramount Skydance is the only bidder that actually wants CNN, and in the current political environment, that gives them a tremendous regulatory advantage. Why would the Trumpster want to approve this? This is where we get into, why would they get approved and nobody else? Because they want to do something to CNN that is a huge win for the Trump administration. Now, we can talk about the fairness of it. We can talk about the principle of it. Doesn't change that that's what's going on here. And AOL is now reporting it as well. Rob Shooter, CBS News' Barry Weiss on the cusp of being in charge of CNN, where her wife's ex, Kara Swisher, works. Barry Weiss, who is a married woman to a woman, normally, that would make her be someone the left celebrates, but they don't like her. They don't like her one bit because she wants to report the news as fairly as she can. Darn her. She's about to be in charge of CNN. And here's the deal, folks. Here's what you need to know. We reported here on this channel repeatedly that it was looking like it's going to go for about $27 a pop. That's what it looks like it's going to go for, exactly, on the dot. And then it was going to go to Paramount Skydance. We had other people say, no, these other companies are going to get it. And I always said, nope. Guess what? Marvin, it's looking like now the only competitor for this is Comcast. They're the only other, like Netflix is out. All these, Saudi Arabia was never going to happen. Marvin, it's now down to just Paramount Skydance and Comcast. And I frankly think Comcast is also done. Your thoughts on it?
Yeah, there's no way. I mean, in the New York Post article, they quote somebody who says, Paramount will likely have a very quick 6-month regulatory review. And then this will get closed down, whereas Comcast will get a proctology exam if they attempt to do this.
Right. And you've got here, the Ellisons will get the white glove treatment and an easy 6 months before approval.
Yeah, and then if you scroll down, there's the other half of the quote.
Let's see what we got down here. Says Brian Roberts gets a proctology exam that could last 2 years. Same with Netflix. The Warner board might just say it's not worth the wait.
Well, and you know what? And it's not just about whether or not, Trump approves of it or whatnot. It is really the fact that when you look at everything that Warner Brothers has, because it's more than just movies. It's also games. It's also, music, especially the music, because they own so many music labels. So does Universal. That's going to cause a major regulatory headache in the music industry as well. And then, with Netflix, it would have caused major issues with the streaming industry.
So what we predicted is coming to pass. I mean, I don't know how many times we can do this before people say, you know what, I'm going to start listening to this and stop paying attention to these guys who report Zootopia 2 is going to make $500 million at the box office. Domestic first weekend. No, they said the global first weekend. But we keep doing this over and over again. And the reason is, folks, it's not because we're Nostradamus or Nostradamus if we're, doing Disney stuff. It's because we play this out logically, where this is going to go. And there's no way, at least it's very difficult to see a way for Comcast to get a hold of Warner Brothers because of the music issue. You run into all kinds of monopolistic kind of concerns. Meanwhile, if they pull this off, Culture, and it looks like they're going to, if Paramount Skydance buys Warner Brothers, they're now a company that is absolutely as big and powerful as Disney in the entertainment industry. They're ready to take them on.
In every way, in absolutely every way, and not what's great about it would be the distribution capabilities of this new entity, and the fact that it literally because of all the nameplates they control and because of the bandwidth that they have across the board, they would not only be able to promote the film and television that they're producing, but they would be able to distribute it across the theaters, not just in the United States, but across the entire world. They control such a distribution network that they really don't have to go to a lot of outside sources or rely on outside sales to get their productions into film houses across the globe. Oftentimes that'll be something that a lot of smaller production companies have to do. And it's not just that. It's the fact that because they can distribute across so many different platforms, which include just television and streaming, which they've actually now built in a way that I don't think there's anything that's on par. Consider this. HBO Go was one of the original streaming powerhouses that was out there before they even launched their actual streaming service at Warner Brothers, and combining that with what Paramount can do. I'm sorry. They're going to have a distinct advantage in distribution in front of all else. And they won't have to make a bunch of deals with other people to acquire material to distribute. And they're kind of, short circuiting some of the stuff that would have normally had to happen with Netflix and others. This is a big deal. They've basically got the equivalent of 3 Foxes, if you look at it in those terms, as far as Disney is concerned. That's a lot.
Culture, you're exactly right. This is a formidable challenger to Disney. But Marvin, those out there who are not as prescient when it comes to understanding Hollyweird as we are, Marvin, they see this in one simple way. And I can't wait for you to bat this away. Are you ready? Mm-hmm. We're talking about a company that could challenge Disney. We're talking about a company that could reset political discourse by taking over CNN. We're talking about a company that changes everything in Hollywood if this happens. But those denizens of the internet in certain places, Marvin, they believe all of this, all of the grandiosity that I just explained is but a molehill, an ant mound, if you will, compared to the return of the Snyderverse. Marvin, I hand it to you. Take the soapbox. It's yours, Marvin. Go after the Snyder Bros. I don't want any part of it. Get them, Marvin. Get them.
Absolutely no one is talking about the Snyderverse with all of this. There are all these rumors now where it's like, oh, well, Netflix is canceling all of Zack Snyder's movies to free him up for the Snyderverse. I'm like, no, that's called being fired. Like, it's why of all the people in this world that you would entrust Warner Brothers or you would entrust DC to, why would you go to the one other person in the world who already failed at doing this?
I just love that there's this giant, action that there are 100 headlines to cover that, this is so
no matter who it is.
Huge. It's the Snyderverse.
No matter who it is that is going to buy Warner Brothers, they are doing it with the sole intent of restoring a failed cinematic universe. And say what you will about that Superman movie or about James Gunn, he's had one movie. I really don't think they're going to pull the plug on him right away.
I don't know. Ron, what do you think about this? The idea that this is now, I think, imminent, and we've reported that. We've said it's imminent. There's been efforts. I think a lot of this has been distraction. I think that the mainstream, lamestream, going extinct dinosaur media, they always knew what this meant. It meant losing CNN. It meant losing, so much of their stranglehold on the news. So I think that's what this has been about, all these fake stories all the time.
And also the fact that, it kind of comes down to the bottom line that Ellison and Trump are buddy with each other. I think that the Hollywood certainly doesn't want that. That's a horrible idea for them. The left wing. I think I've seen what's her name? Pocahontas. I think I've seen her
Pocahontas
post about us.
Yeah, she has.
Yeah. They don't want this, but the thing that I like about it is from the theme park standpoint. I don't want Comcast to own flat out the rights to Harry Potter or anything like that, because I have seen what a company that actually owns the rights to the IPs does with them when they put them in the theme parks, and that's Disney. They bought the Star Wars IP, they bought the Marvel IP, they own it all, and they don't seem to have the care for it that they might have if somebody else had to come in and oversee that. And so with Paramount, say, owning, the Harry Potter stuff, I think that's good. They still license it out to Comcast for the parks. They have DC right now. DC and Looney Tunes, those are licensed out to Six Flags, but that could change because that whole landscape is changing. But there's nothing wrong with those rights, being licensed out to the theme park companies rather than the theme park companies owning the IPs outright, because somebody else having oversight over that, I think, is a very good thing. And that's what we have right now at the Universal parks with Harry Potter. Those are some of the best, most immersive theme lands I have ever seen. And I will tell you, Diagon Alley blows Galaxy's Edge out of the water every single day of the week. And I want to see more of that. And I think that having Warner Brothers owned outside of Comcast, I think that will actually be a good thing for these, for the parks, and just for the creativity of the Warner Brothers Paramount company, whatever that becomes. It's going to be very, very interesting. And also, I would like to see the streaming companies come together so that we need fewer streaming companies, not more.
And who's going to be the giant loser in all of this, folks?
Oh, the mouse.
The mouse and MSNOW. Why? Because MSNOW, NBC's going after them. They're running commercials against them. I don't know if you all have seen this, but as soon as MSNBC left NBC, NBC went after them. Now they're MSNOW.
I think they're MS then.
They don't have anybody to give them the win. They have nobody to protect them. And CNN is about to become CBS News on cable. Oh my. Look out. It's a takeover of CNN, and folks, it is on the way. Well, folks, we've come to the end of another video of pure excellence and fun, explaining entertainment, keeping you ahead of the culture curve. That's what we hope you believe we've just done. And why should you believe it? Well, because we've done our very best to make it so, to be true, to be factual, and to do what the mainstream so-called access journalists simply won't. Folks, you can help share this out across the fruited plains of YouTube by clicking the like button. Share, subscribe, click it, stick it to the algorithms. It is the notification bell. Drop a comment down below. Let us know your thoughts. And folks, as we get ready to say sayonara for now, we ask that you keep learning, keep growing, and wherever you are and whatever you're doing, keep having fun.